September 18th, 2017. This is Journal TV, and I'm Jerry Clark. It's time for the news. Last Saturday, much more than a memorial softball tournament for the late Darren Nicely was held at the Jackson River Sports Complex. The scene resembled a huge family reunion event as former friends, family, and associates turned out to raise about $13,000 for area scholarships. Watch.
Maybe a week ago, a couple of days ago, I set out a $10,000 goal for the tournament, the shirts, the donations, just $10,000. I would say that we are going to exceed that. I don't know about how much, but even if it's about a dollar, that's great.
Gavin, you had a vision, an idea, and you, along with Chet and countless others, expanded on it with hard work, organization, and help and support from so many generous friends. Today we gather to participate in the Darren Nicely Memorial Softball Tournament, to honor Darren's legacy and to recognize and honor an Alleghany High School athlete with a scholarship in Darren's memory. Darren was born competitive. He was rough around the edges. He pushed all buttons. He took chances, and he was reckless. He lived big, and he loved big.
Darren Nicely's mother, Donna, explained how her son's nickname, Dirty, came about. Listen.
How did Darren get the name Dirty? Everyone wants to know the nickname.
Darren got the name Dirty when he started playing Little League football. He was an only child, so I had the luxury of washing his practice pants every day and bleaching them spotlessly white. And every day he came home dirty. And so Hobo Harrison, his first Little League football coach, gave him the name of Dirty. It stuck. I never liked nicknames, so I would never call him Dirty D. But being Darren, he nicknamed everybody he met, and everybody that knew him called him Dirty D.
The Alleghany Foundation's net assets are now nearly $52 million, it announced late last week. The better news is that it has awarded nearly $1 million in regional grants to 12 area organizations recently. A complete list may be found now on AlleganyJournal.com. And we'll be right back. The C&O Historical Society has updated its design for a fence project that will face on Main Street in Clifton Forge adjacent to its Heritage Center. The Society is seeking a grant to pay for the fence as well. More on this subject as the project proceeds. Two members of the Covington-Hugas family held a reunion in Lexington last Friday with the Carillion helicopter crew, which was part of the rescue team that responded to the bad June 12, 2016 crash. Listen.
With the recovery, the main thing that I held on to was God through all of this, God and my family, because without them, I didn't have anything else to hold on to. I've had medical problems since the day I was born, so I actually honestly expected me to pass at a young age, and with this happening, I just expected it even more than what I did before. And with the medical issues that arise, I had a lot of setbacks, but I came out stronger than what a lot of people thought that I would, because I'm a hard-headed, determined little girl, and I hate getting told I can't do something. So doctors would tell my parents that I can't do anything, so I would prove it to them by the end of the day that I could.
Glenn Hugas recounts how he heard about the crash, which injured both his daughter Hope and son Levi. Listen.
It was pretty traumatic. So my We went to a family reunion in West Virginia, and my kids came back on Saturday. I stayed because my parents were there, and they live out of town, so I visited them. And so I knew when I came back Sunday, I knew my kids were floating on the river. And so when we arrived in Covington, I realized that the kids were still on the river, so I thought I'd check up on them, and I went and found their trucks. And typically they leave the trucks where they end up, not where they start. And so I didn't see them, so I went to town. I got in a mood for cooking a steak, so I grabbed some groceries, come back home, stopped and checked on them again. Probably when I went over the bridge, they were probably underneath me and I didn't know it.
Work on VDOT's $2.5 million Durant Road safety project should begin relatively soon, with a 0.38-mile stretch of road near the Jameson Industrial Park getting sidewalks, curb, and guttering. Quite a bit of rock will have to be removed. Watch. And now a word from our sponsor. Let's take a look at some upcoming events. Now for local obituaries. John Woodson, 87, of Covington, died on Thursday. His funeral was held earlier today at the Loving Funeral Home. Juanita Hamilton, 79, of Covington, died on Saturday. Her funeral is scheduled for Tuesday at the Loving Funeral Home. William Buddy Brown, 77, of Natural Bridge Station, died on Saturday. A graveside service is set Tuesday at the Glasgow Cemetery. Jerry Buzzard, 79, of Selma, died on Monday. His funeral is set Thursday at the Nicely Funeral Home. And David Minner, 89, of Covington, died on Saturday. His funeral will be held September 25th at the First Presbyterian Church in Covington. Let's check out the local weather forecast. On Tuesday, it should be mostly sunny with a high of 84, low of 63. On Wednesday, partly cloudy, high of 84, and a low of 66. On Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 84, and a low of 64. And that's the way it is on Monday, September 18th, 2017. More stories, photos, interviews, and videos are available 24/7, 365 on AlleganyJournal.com, YouTube, and on our soaring Facebook page. Thanks very much for watching Journal TV.